So what kayak is that?
The Pescador Pilot.
The Pescador Pilot.
The Perception.
The Perception. Looks sick, dude. So Adrian
My way out.
made his way out, 3-hour drive last night, and we out here. The wind is gonna pick up today. The wind is definitely gonna pick up today. So I told Adrian, I was like, man, I don't think it's a good idea to come out today because I thought he just had a paddle kayak, but looks like he has a pedal one.
The pedal kayak.
He's got the pedal kayak.
I got both, pedal and paddle.
So
I think I just might leave the seat like this for a second.
it's pretty nice, huh? So today's mission, since the last video, I was unable to get that trifecta of bass, crappie, and trout. The trout eluded us. We're gonna go straight for trout for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we're gonna try to get on some largemouth bass because that's what Adrian wants to get on. So hopefully we can just speed kind of straight to the spot without any issues and catch that trout. So number one goal today is to catch a trout on the Big Water 132 Old Town Sportsman. Let's go, let's get it. So nice thing is that this has actually rod storage going parallel to the kayak, and it could actually hold a rod right next to the angler. So that's what I got going on right now. Got the needle fish on right now. Gonna troll that on a Carolina rig, 1/4 ounce. This thing you could troll a little bit faster, so we could get hit on the way to the spot. So hit it with that trophy trout pro cure and see if we can't get hit on the way out. That'd be sick. So it's supposed to get really windy later, so it'll be a good test to see how this does. It did get windy in the last episode at the very end. Today the wind should pick up a little sooner and be a little bit stronger than it was last week. So it'll be really interesting to see how we do, but something tells me we'll be fine. Well, there's shad in the water. I can see the bubbles. Let's see if we can't get something to commit right here. I don't know, man. I really want a bass fish. I want a bass fish. I want a bass fish. Bob's making me hella jealous. I think I will just cast a few times. I think I will bass fish. I'm weak. I'm weak right now. Overcast and no wind. To me, I kind of like that. I like it a lot. I kind of want to bass fish. I mean, we trolled, you know, a good amount and not a bite. So maybe the trolling is better, you know, when it's windy. So I'm gonna make a couple bass casts. Let's see if we can't get one. I'm weak. Bob and Leroy are over there, so I'm gonna make a couple bass casts. I like said I want to get some trout, but I'm not that committed. Just gonna throw the football jig around for a little bit. Let's go. Oh, stand test, baby. It's all right. Sorry, Bob. I just cast it right in front of you. My bad. Woo! Hey, careful. I'm gonna wake on you. Right here, Bob? Where are these fish at? Bob's got a few on the drop shot. I'm gonna try around the bend one more time, and if, I don't know. I think I wanna stay, I kinda wanna stay warm and troll. It is pretty cold. Yeah, trolling makes a lot of sense because then we'd warm up. But yeah, guys, it's kind of cold today, and the bass are not cooperating like they were in the last episode, so we might do this for a little bit longer and then get back on the troll. All right, we are back on that trout hunt now. That bass fishing didn't quite go as planned. They were definitely not cooperating, and the wind's picking up, so it's probably a good idea to get on the troll before we get kicked off the lake. At least we can get a few fish. That'd be nice. That's what's going on right now. My boots are keeping me from getting back on.
Can you take them off? Are you hooked on yourself?
Huh? No.
Hey, go ahead and grab the front of mine, maybe. I'm right behind you.
All right.
What happened?
I lost my paddle.
Oh.
I went to reach for it.
All right. What do we do first?
I'm just gonna get to shore.
Okay. I'll start grabbing you and hauling it.
Thanks. I lost my bass rod.
Where are the other guys? Okay, they all disappear right when it happens.
Oh no.
Where you at?
I'm right here.
I'm gonna hold on to your pad so you can get on.
No, I'll get on the bank.
Okay. Going towards the shore too.
Well, I didn't have my paddle leash down.
Oh, you didn't?
No. And then when it fell off.
Your bag and cooler. Can you get your coffee or no?
No.
I'm gonna get to.
Water's not bad. 59 degrees. Oh my gosh. Yes. Ah. Woo. Ah. Ah. Can't believe that happened. Oh, that sucked. That was gnarly. Gnarly. See these boots? These are not the boots you want to wear. They filled so fast with water and they really kept me down. That's scary. All right, that camera's not working anymore. Let's just fish. Let's see if I can't catch something while I'm wet. Yeah, thank God Adrian was here, and definitely gonna get some better shoes because I think I could have gotten back in the kayak if I wasn't being held down by these boots. We'll make a couple trolls before it gets too cold. What's it like being dry? Kind of cold? Yeah, I'm good. I need to catch a fish. Adrian's got a fish. Crappie on deck.
First crappie. Ever too.
Ever?
Yeah.
I'm good, bro. Yeah, much better. Much better now. Yeah. Oh, yep. Oh, stay on. All right, that warms me up a little bit. My one crappie. Crappie on that straight braid because I snapped that other one. Come here. Yes, so. Number two.
Game on.
Game on.
I'm serious now.
No more messing around. Got one! Whew, the wind is really picking up, guys. But so is the bite. And I'm still a little wet, but it's not too bad. Well, it's also starting to rain. Jeez. Woo. Weather is not on our side today. Not a lot is actually. Not a lot is on our side. Oh. It is what it is. Did you land it? Nice. Oh yeah? What do you think? Like 3 pounds or what? Easily? Fish. Ooh, crappie. Nice crappie. Nice crappie. Barely hooked. It's a fatty. Fatty in the wind. Weather's getting bad. This is gonna be the last troll. But yeah, ended up redeeming the day. Yeah, so after that spill, the weather continued to deteriorate, but we definitely got some redemption. Caught a good amount of crappie. There's probably about 6 crappie in the ice chest, and Adrian caught his very first crappie, and he also got a really nice trout. We're gonna take a look at that when we get back to the truck, but this is the last troll. Whether we get one or not, it was definitely quite the day. But I'll check you guys in a moment if I don't land another fish. Got another fish. What could it be? Another crappie? Feels good. Feels really good. Probably another crappie. It's not fighting like a trout, just dead weight. Here's my leader. Where are you? Ooh, it's a big crappie. Ooh. Biggin. Ooh, look at that. Look at the white caps. All right, you guys get to see how this thing does in the wind. Probably looking at 15 mile an hour, 14, something like that. Definitely some chop. You can really see the channels that direct the water to the scupper hole up front. Oh, we're back. What a mission. That, due to the wind, took 5 times as long to do. Oh man. We are back home. What an eventful day. Terrible weather, major challenges, including that spill. And let's break it down. Let's break it down to 3 major mistakes. Number 1 was not paying attention to where my head was. Ultimately, I reached for that paddle out of instinct when I should have just relaxed and realized that paddle floats and just let it go and circle back and get it later or over time. That was one mistake. The next one was wearing those boots. They did not allow me to get horizontal on the water, to be able to push myself onto the kayak, of course after removing some rod holders. But the water was really cold and I was going through a bit of shock. Of course, your body's gonna do that and it's gonna change up your breath control. So maybe some different
outerwear would work a lot better. Maybe like those 3mm neoprene that Adrian had. We definitely didn't expect it to be that cold on the lake, but it's always smart to dress for full submersion when you are on the water. And then, gosh, there was definitely a bunch of mistakes made, not tying down gear, not making sure that everything was waterproofed. Again, we're not really expecting to go overboard in a lake, but that's precisely why we have been going to the lake, is to make sure that we're all dialed in, because when it comes time to get onto the ocean in the kayak, there's a lot smaller margins for a mistake when you're out there. So I've already prepared. I've got some nice warm booties that are coming, not those boots, and some different wear to wear when I'm actually on the kayak, and definitely got some gear upgrades in terms of waterproofing and making sure that the camera equipment is all good and not gonna get wet. So ultimately, it was a huge learning experience, but at the same time, it was a good time out on the water with the boys. Our boys out on the boats, as well as Adrian, who came and drove from 3 hours away. And that's what made the decision to keep on fishing a lot easier. Of course, he was like, hey, Edward, do you want to just make it in because you're all wet and it's super uncomfortable? It was definitely a quick no, because, you know, he was a guest and we wanted to make sure that he had a good time. So I was not going to let getting wet stand in the way of him having a good time out there on the water as well. And ultimately, it was my call. It wasn't too bad out there. But leave it in the comments below if you guys saw any other mistakes. This is definitely a learning opportunity for a lot of us, and that's the reason for uploading this video. No need to keep the egos high. Put those aside. Hopefully somebody can learn something good from this video and stay safe out there. But that being said, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yo!
All bad. All bad.
What about the other one?
You wanna see the other one?
Oh yeah, let's see it.
Bad idea to wear boots, guys. I know it. I know it. It's gonna be in the comments, but such a stupid idea to wear boots. I think I'm gonna go wetsuit and then the ones that Adrian has. Nice little waterproof
Booties.
booties that you could swim with, keep your feet warm. Because that was all bad.